Hey, Cyclones, Miss Miles here. Welcome back. This is our third week of the school year together. I'm going to take a few moments with you now and introduce your work for language arts practice during flex time this week. So, just to remind everybody, this is time that you're taking 30 minutes every morning before you go to your other classes to just really be practicing your skills as a reader and a writer because you don't have a language arts class this term. So, first of all, I'd like to show you the feedback from the survey that you took last week. So you can see sort of why I decided to organize your work this week the way I did. You can see here, the majority of you said that you would just like to read your own choice book. Great. I built a lot of that in. Okay. Not as popular was the idea to read some news articles. Fine. There's one choice to read an article this week. You don't have to. Okay. Some of you guys said, yeah, it'd be interesting to read something that my peers also read and then have a discussion. If you're still interested in that, I'm going to come up with some different ideas for us, but nothing in that regard for this week. Some of you guys said you'd like to read things that are connected to the topics that you're learning in your other classes. That wasn't as popular, so I didn't do that for this week. Many of you said, yeah, it'd be good. Give me some open-ended writing prompts and I'll free write in response. So there's some of that this week as well. And then you guys, in response to how do you want to practice some skills, like it's okay to be assigned some video lessons. For the most part, you guys said, yeah, that would be okay. So you've got a little bit of that as well. Okay. So thank you for taking that survey. I tried to incorporate your feedback into this week's plan. So here's what this week is going to look like. So you'll see this slide deck posted here on Schoology for you. It's just a quick overview of what you should be doing every day. Now, reminder, I really want this time to be meaningful for you. So please make choices that will help you push yourself as a reader and a writer, okay? This is just kind of a suggested outline for the week. It's meant to have a lot of time for you to be reading your choice book, but also have a couple opportunities for you to push yourself with some skills and writing practice, okay? So Monday, Labor Day, we had no classes. Hopefully, though, you did read for 30 minutes. Tuesday is the day where you'll practice some skills. I thought if we just got that out of the way on Tuesday, then it's possible you don't need to be on your Chromebook at all during this 30-minute flex time on Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. So you'll see three practice tasks assigned on Schoology. This week, the focus is on figurative language. This is an easy entry point for us to begin some skills review because you started learning figurative language in elementary school. So many of us are pretty familiar with similes and metaphors and personification, imagery. This week is just meant to be kind of a review of those things and give you an opportunity to try incorporating some into your own writing. So the skills that you're practicing, you'll see on Schoology, are linked a couple just videos, Brain Pop video, Khan Academy video, and then a quick ed puzzle. These top two are really reminders of what these figurative language elements are. And then the ed puzzle is actually a spoken word poem performed that I thought it'd be interesting for you guys to try and just see, can you identify those elements of figurative language in an authentic piece performed? So those are the three tasks. They should take you about a half an hour if you do each one. And then that's really it for specifics that I'm assigning to you this week. The rest of the week, Wednesday, here's a poem linked for you. It's pretty short. It's a great one by Sandra Cisneros called Abuelito Who. And I want you to just read that and see if you can practice the skills from Tuesday by identifying three examples of figurative language. All right. Wednesday, then, there's a writing option here. You could just try and write a poem like the one that you read, or you could choose from a list of writing prompts that are linked here for you. They actually just take you to the next slide. I put together a set of prompts. Pick one, pick two. All of these are kind of memoir prompts, and so I chose them for you this week because it's pretty easy to incorporate figurative language when you're writing in that style. So the directions up here say write using figurative language to communicate clear images and feelings. See what you can come up with, okay? As always, though, you can just choose to write whatever's on your mind. That's a choice too. Thursday, read. Either online, here's an optional text set from Newsela if you want to read a nonfiction article, or read your book. It sounded like many of you already have a great book that you're interested in reading. And then same for Friday, read for a little while. And then I just reminded you, maybe you want to spend 15 minutes during flex time on Friday, just getting yourself organized, making sure that you know what you're going to turn in to your classes by Friday afternoon or evening at 5 o'clock, right? A couple tips. If it were me and I were doing this, I would have my language arts notebook that I'm going to use next term when I actually have LA class, and just use it to take notes during the skills sections or the skills practice, and also use it to do your writing for the writing prompts that are offered. You'll continue to use that space once LA class starts next term. You might as well just have it all in the same place, right? It's not required. If you would rather type or do some quick or free writing into a Google Doc, that's great too, right? Okay, so that's it for this week. I did want to also just take a moment and answer some of the questions that you asked in that form or that survey last week. Question 1, when are we going back to the building? I don't know. I really look forward to being with you guys in person. I just don't know when that's going to be. 2, should we check in with our first period teacher at any point in flex time, or is it all independent? For the most part, it's going to be independent. There will be a couple of times when, like last Friday, you need to report to your flex teacher for some school-wide thing, but it's not going to be very often. When that happens, you'll get messaging, an email, and announcements, that kind of stuff. But for the most part, this is your time to be self-directed, to be independently practicing your skills, okay? I encourage you to take it seriously, right? Your learning is up to you right now in a lot of ways. So we're here to support you, and you're the ones got to actually make it happen. So this question, do we need to do it in the morning, or maybe also do it after school? Hey, if you would rather sleep an extra half an hour, but then do the flex work from 3:30 to 4 o'clock, that do what works best for your brain. I think that's fantastic. Are we just going to be reading, or can we do some writing only prompts? Yes, I will absolutely encourage writing. Every week I'll try and offer some prompts, but if you've got your own writing happening, pursue that. Fantastic. Okay. Is flex time going to be hard? I hope not. I hope it's just going to be, the right amount of structure and organization for you to have access to some practice, but that it won't actually be like too challenging. All right. All right, so this week you've got an outline here of what you should do. Please leave some time on Friday for a quick 5-minute survey where I'm going to ask for your feedback again, so that we can plan each week with what you really want and need in mind, all right? Please email me if you've got questions or ideas, or if you want something extra. My email is just katie.miles@bvsd.org. And thank you. Yeah, I'm excited. Welcome back. Here we go, week 3.